I can see cameras starting to gear up and the photographer starting to line up his lens behind you. It looks like a leader might be arriving soon. Dave, the other issue that seems to be coming from this summit, Ursula von der Leyen, the Commission President, saying that there are up to 16,000 children deported from Ukraine to Russia, which Kyiv says they're being indoctrinated by Russia. She wants an international summit to get to the bottom of where they are.
Yeah, this was kind of a surprise that President von der Leyen focused on this so heavily in her press conference last night following the discussions. It wasn't really, she didn't have to go into so much detail about it. So this is clearly something that the Commission is going to lean into. Now, of course, this follows the ICC warrant for President Putin of Russia for allegedly his involvement in this program of abducting Ukrainian children and sending them to Russian families. So she went into quite a bit of detail about this, saying that there are substantiated reports that this is happening and that children are being sent to Russian foster families. And she doesn't seem content to just be supporting the ICC's warrant. After all, Russia is not a member and doesn't have any obligation to send over President Putin, nor does it seem likely that any country that he would visit would arrest him and turn him over. So she was really signaling last night that the EU intends to go further on this child abduction issue. The specifics of this we don't yet know, but the fact that she embraced this so readily last night was noticeable. I didn't hear that same readiness from Council President Charles Michel. He's the one who's coordinating the EU heads of state and government, the prime ministers and presidents. So it may be that there's a little bit of hesitation among the EU leaders here at the Council about embracing this issue too closely, because it does open a big can of worms. And of course, it's very, very difficult to enforce. And it's kind of opening another battle line, another salvo in an already very complicated conflict. So it'll be interesting to see where the Commission goes with that, given President von der Leyen's support.
Dave Keating, thank you. Dave Keating, our Brussels correspondent ahead of day 2 of EU leaders' talks.